Welcome back. I just finished watching Dragon Ball GT episode 41, and this episode was fine. It was basically a filler episode. Not much happened. It's definitely the sort of episode which is very, relaxed, laid back. It's the cool down period. We just had a very intense arc. This is our chance to take a breather and, have a bit of a calm period before the next arc starts up, basically. So here's what happens in this episode. It's the it's the World Martial Arts Tournament, the Tenkaichi Budokai. And this is the sort of thing, it's weird because this is the sort of thing that would be an entire arc back in the original Dragon Ball, and now it's like a filler episode. So it's really weird. But not as weird as last episode. I'm just saying weird in terms of like how things progress and stuff. But Goku gets stuck in the Kid division, which is very well. I hate to keep saying the word weird, but it's weird because he can just go Super Saiyan 4 and he's an adult. Like, I don't know why he would, like, I get like it's easier to be in your normal form, but like if you really wanted to be in the adult division, then why didn't he just go Super Saiyan 4? I don't get it. I mean, I know Satan rigged the whole thing so he'd be in the Kid division, but you get what I mean, right? Like, they didn't even bring it up. It's very weird. So Satan, like, he's basically gonna retire, and he's gonna announce his successor, who's, whoever wins the World Martial Arts Tournament, and Pan quits the tournament. And Oob is entered, and he's rising through the ranks. And really weird, like, Oob's disguised, and he's wearing a helmet, but like in the Boo arc, it was stated that you can't have helmets or things that could act as padding. So it's very like it's weird that's part of his disguise. But then he turns out it's Oob, and then Oob's about to fight Mr. Satan, but because he fused with Boo, Boo is like, no, you can't beat Mr. Satan, and so Satan wins. And then Mr. Satan says, no, I'm not retiring after all. I'm staying in. And that's how the episode ends. So it's a very laid back, very low consequences, sort of episode. I don't want to say it's a comedic episode. It's because it's like, I don't feel like there's a ton of comedy in it. Weirdly enough, I don't know why, but like throughout the episode, cars keep crashing into each other throughout the entire city. Like, I don't understand. Like, early in one episode, Oob like launches Guy into a car, and so it makes sense that like cars would crash into that and all that. But then like throughout the episode, we get some shots of the city, and like piles of smoke are billowing up because tons of cars are crashing into each other. And then, like, when some cars crash in front of Vegeta's house, he just blows them away. It's, like, very weird. I don't know why it's happening. I can only assume that it's because, like, the implication is that Mr. Satan announces his retirement and everyone's so shocked that the cars crash into each other, and that's what's causing it. But it's just a very odd thing, and I don't quite understand it, because it keeps happening throughout the episode, and it's very weird. But that's we get an update on Goten's love life. He's still dating that girl who doesn't know what any of the foods are. And we see a bit more of Trunks' job. There really is not much to say with this episode. This is the sort of episode which Super does really well. Super has really good filler episodes, which is weird. Like, I always think back to the baseball episode of Dragon Ball Super. Like, that was a really good episode, and they really fill those episodes with a lot of character and stuff. But this is the sort of episode where it's just like, yeah, stuff's happened, yeah, whatever, It's not one for them. It's not like one you'll go down remembering. It's just sort of like a whatever episode, you know what I mean? But that's all I got, really, honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys, because there's nothing else to say with it. It's a very simple, lighthearted episode. definitely designed to, help us unwind after the intensity of the baby arc. And that's all I got. I'm sorry that this has been such a short review, but there isn't much to say. I am wondering if we're gonna get a few more filler episodes, or if we're gonna start into the next arc next episode. But we'll see what happens. I know technically speaking, there's no such thing as a filler episode for GT because there is no manga. But you get what I mean when I say a filler episode, a filler type episode at the very least, where it's like, it's sort of an in-between episode. You know, it's designed to, it doesn't really push the story forward. I mean, we get a little bit of character stuff, which is always nice, but you know what I mean. But that's all I got. So normally these reviews are longer, but if you enjoyed this review, then please feel free to check out my other Dragon Ball GT episode reviews. I'm going through the entire series episode by episode, watching it through for the very first time, and please stay tuned for future uploads and stuff like that. So thank you for watching, and have a nice, lovely day.